Alrighty, how's it going everyone? My name is Mr. Boss for the win, and today I'm going to be breaking down some of my favorite multi-team tips that I can give you guys. If you guys were not aware, multi-team is a brand new game that was brought to Call of Duty Black Ops 2 exclusively. I know it was some in other titles, but this was first to the Call of Duty series, so that's what I'm going to focus on anyways. If you've never played multi-team or have been living under a rock, it's essentially 3v3v3, so similar to Team Deathmatch and Domination 6v6 modes, you still have 6 enemies you're fighting, except for they're split between 2 different teams, meaning you'll have 2 enemies with 2 sets of 3s. And why I think that's really good is, it brings a different aspect to the game. It brings a different competitive edge. It reminds me of playing Halo, because that's where I first got into the multi-team when, you would have to fight different teams, or big team battles, but split into teams of 4. So it was a very interesting concept, and I'd always liked it. Now in this game I'm playing with a Junkyard and one other guy. I think his name is Conan, and I'm gonna give you my tips. I've got a few of them. First one, if you look in the top left hand corner of the screen, you'll notice that our microphones are always buzzing. You can see mine talking, you can see Junkyard's, and you can see Conan, and we're always saying like, hey, look out, I just killed a guy here, or UAV coming inbound, or counter UAV inbound, or I just threw out a hunter killer drone, or I've spotted these 2 guys in a building. Just little tips and little communication blurs like that will definitely keep you well informed and could save your life and get you to bigger kill streaks, which in fact I am using very high kill streaks this game, so I think it was very helpful. The next thing you can do, since there are multiple sets of enemies and not just one concisive team, you're gonna want to be like a Predator. And when I first think of Predator, I think of that game The Hidden, and then I also think of the Predator movies, like being invisible, sneaking up on people, like taking them by surprise, and just taking out entire groups of teams without them ever noticing. So that's what I feel like you have to do, because if you're not careful, you can get caught where 2 sets of enemies are going after you, and that is a very difficult thing to combat, because instead of like a 6v6 game type where you're gonna have people coming from one direction and that are united as one team, there are 2 different teams that are going to be rushing at you. Now you can see I just got my dogs here, which I think is crucial to the success of this game. This was a slower paced game, but I felt like with the help of the SR-71 I was able to speed it up and get some things done. Anyways, in a part coming up here, you're going to see me do one thing, and I'm going to slow it down. So I see that guy sitting in the window right here. I see that shock charge on the wall. I run and I jump into the room. Now because I don't have engineer on, I am unaware of what's in there. There could be a claymore, bouncing Betty, another shock charge. So what I do is I jump. That way I would neutralize the effect of any claymore or any bouncing Betty. That's a little quick tip right there that I felt like I could sneak in for you. When you don't have engineer and you know someone's there, do a little running jump. That'll pretty much get you clear of anything like a claymore, bouncing Betty, etc., anything along those lines. Okay, so the next tip that I can kind of give you guys in multi-team is, utilize what you are given. Now, this entire game, I tend to stick towards my teammates, but since it's multi-team, it should have been the opposite of that. Essentially, in games where I'm playing with teammates, I don't like to have them right on me, but I do want them to be in the near vicinity. Now, for multi-team, that's a little different, except that you guys want to patrol 3 main areas. Now, in Plaza, we do a really good job of this by controlling the dubstep room. There's 3 entrances, and if there's 3 of you, you can watch each entrance. Now, on the map Aftermath, you want to stick in this middle area where the B flag is on Domination, because there are 3 entrances. The one that's towards the bus, the way that I'm running right now, and the one towards the C flag or A flag in the garage. I can't tell. It could be either one of those. So yeah, that's where you want to run towards, because, well, that's the area you want to patrol, because that's going to bring you the most traffic. If you're stuck in that center area, which typically in a team deathmatch or domination setting would be a bad idea, you're going to have enemies coming at you from both sides, which if you can handle your own will definitely be a good thing. You're going to draw more traffic to yourself, and by doing that, you're going to increase your chance of winning the game. Now you see that we're winning like 58 or 59 to 22 at this point, and that's because we've just done a really good job of, controlling down the main area. Now, at times we'll switch from side to side depending on how the enemies are flowing, but for the most part we're stuck in the middle right here, which is ultimately the objective of what we want to try to do. And because we're in the middle, not only are we increasing the chance of us getting kills, but we're also eliminating the other team's chance of getting kills as well, because we know they're not going to get as many kills on us. So it's up to them to move around us, to go find the other team, which is a difficult process, and kill them at the same time. Meanwhile, while we have our SR-71s in the air, our stealth choppers, and I almost die here, which would have been that would have been bad. Anyways, like I said, they've got dogs running around, we've got orbital VSATs, and to top it off, we've finally got stealth choppers in the air. That's a lot to deal with while you're trying to control the map, and it's better off if you wouldn't have to deal with that at all. So the enemies were not in the best position right here, and I lost it right there. I was like, someone's going to sneak up on me, and what do you know, I pick up my second death of the game right there, which is kind of frustrating. But, I was being a little camper, so I guess I got what I deserved in that case. But anyways, guys, so these have been my little quick tips that you can do for multi-team. Obviously, if you're going to play multi-team, run with a squad, get great communications. You can see our microphones are still going off right now, which is the name of the game, communication. It helps you guys so much. You think that might be an underrated thing, that you can lone wolf it, but trust me, it's super nice to have communication with your teammates. It's very helpful in every facet of the game. Next thing, be like a predator, be sneaky, be incredibly deceptive. I don't have a silencer on this game because I like running without a silencer so the enemy team knows where I am, but that's just a personal preference. And then, of course, just use the kill streaks to your advantage. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate you guys checking out the video. If you liked, I would be awesome, and put a like on the video and subscribe if you are new. Other than that, like I said, talk to you in the next episode, and of course, have a nice day.